Yo, what's going on? What's happening? So, you all heard about lil Durk? You know, we had to say as far as dealing with lyricists such as J. Cole, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, and the likes. For those that don't know, he had a little bit of something to say, you know what I'm saying? Had a little something to say. First and foremost, everybody has their own opinion, you know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. It's his opinion. Everybody doesn't have to think the way that he thinks. Oftentimes I make the same mistake. I get upset when someone else thinks the opposite of how I think, which doesn't make sense. We all do it. You know what I'm saying? We all fall victim to it. But it's just not the right thing to do. Everybody has their own, opinions, and it's just that. You don't necessarily have to believe in what lil Durk has to say. If you like listening to lyricists such as, your Jay-Z's, your J. Cole's, your Kendrick Lamar's or whatever, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? He's just one person. And even though he is an artist, a celebrity that can actually influence thousands, if not millions of people, still his opinion. And people, can follow him and decide whether they want to agree with the way he thinks or not. It's just that plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say is this. Yes, it is his opinion, and it is my opinion, to disagree with his opinion. That, when you say, well, let me just tell you what he said, for those that don't know what he said, he was pretty much saying that, if I didn't say it already, I might have said it in the very beginning of this video and just forgot. That's what old people do. You know what I'm saying? We repeat ourselves like 2, 3, 4, 5 times because we forget things, But anyway, he was basically saying that he doesn't like, rappers that are lyrical. He doesn't care too much, for lyrical rappers, And I mean, to each his own. There are a lot of people that don't care too much about, don't care too much, for, lyrical rappers. The reason why I care about it is because it makes me think. At one point in time, like in the 90s, of course I'm going to talk about the golden era. In the 90s, we had albums coming out back to back. The Genius, Wu-Tang Clan, Raekwon's album, The Purple Tape, A Tribe Called Quest, J. Rue the Damager, Gangstar. I mean, just a whole list of elite artists that came out with albums. And when you would listen to those albums, man, a lot of those songs will make you think. You would sit back. I ain't gonna even lie. Let's just be real. I smoked a little bit of Buddha back in the days. You know what I'm saying? You sit back with your eyes closed and you just, man, you allow that song or you allow that artist to take you on a spiritual and mental journey. That's not how songs are these days. That's not where songs take you these days. They take you on a road and a path of violence, sex, drugs, and violence. It's just that plain and simple. And it's like, when I listen to songs these days, I really don't look forward to anything. Except for, a nice hook and a decent beat. And that's it. Everything else, you can fill in the blank with that shit. I mean, let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? Hip-hop didn't start out lyrical. You know what I'm saying? People were saying the hip, the hop, the hibbity, hip hop. You don't stop the rocket to the bang, bang, boogity, bop, bop, the real talk. It wasn't until Kool Herc came out with The Lesson. I think that's what it was called. Feel like a trouble sometimes to take me under. A child is born with no state of mind. That's when things started getting lyrical. Around when Cool G Rap came around. You know what I'm saying? And then we started really seeing a dominance in lyrical rappers in the 90s. But for the most part, hip hop originally didn't start out lyrical. At least from what, my standpoint, where I'm coming from. But you gotta understand one thing, man. Hip hop is a culture that's big enough for a style of music, or a certain style of music to be in it, to be in the culture, to be involved in the hip hop culture, whether it's lyrical or it's just plain old, ABC rhymes. Everyone can have a seat at the table. This is the problem with, our culture called hip hop. You can have a lyricist and a regular commercial pop rapper sit at the same table in order to eat. You gotta understand, man, hip hop, the culture, was made for us and it was by us. It was created by us. Real talk. And let me tell you one thing, man. I'm gonna tell you what really put an end to all of this hip hop shit. As far as the controversy and, who's right and who's wrong, the old versus the new, etc. You know what I'm saying? What would really put an end to this is if hip hop had infrastructure. That's the problem with hip hop. There's no order. There's no infrastructure in the culture. So, people that are in the culture that's active, they have the freedom to do whatever, to dictate hip hop the way they see it. They see it. And this is the reason why you see, like Latino rap or you have Chinese people, now taking breakdancing and they're doing acrobatics and all the rest of that stuff. Like that's not dancing. That's not breakdancing. That's like you're being a gymnast. You know what I'm saying? You're just flipping and stuff. Like breakdancing it wasn't just flips. It was you were actually dancing, and at times you were dancing to the beat of the music, just depending on what type of breakdancing you were doing. But it's crazy, the reason why people can do what they want to do with hip hop and take it and claim it and make it their own, and also set rules and regulations, within the culture, is because we don't have any infrastructure. We don't have any laws or rules and regulations set in line or motion in order to stop those people from doing their own thing. Because we need to let everyone know that hip hop is black culture. That plain and simple. No mistakes about it. But it seems as though nowadays the people that the same people that created the culture are the only ones that's not making money off of it. No, real money. I ain't talking about crumbs. I'm talking about real money. I'm not talking about crumbs that drop off the table. And we as little toy poodles, run up to the table and eat the crumbs off the floor. No, I'm talking about the dinner plate. The appetizers, dessert, I want it all. But that's the problem. And another thing too is, this generation, for some odd reason, I don't know why, y'all just don't like anything that's intellectual. Y'all don't like anything that requires you to what? Think. I mean, this man lil Durk was like, yo, man, It took me years to figure out what Lil Wayne was saying off of a track that I did with him. What? I just don't get it. I don't understand how, and this is the reason why I don't want to be part of the black race. This is the reason why I don't want to be affiliated with it. Because I'm all about intelligence. I want people to recognize me and respect me due to my intelligence. But that's not what my race is about. We push and promote ignorance. And it's that plain and simple. Yes, true indeed. Everyone can have a seat at the table. Your lyricists, as well as your ABC 1, 2, 3, you know what I'm saying, lyricists. Not lyricists, rhymer. But then also, it's a deeper message to this. A deeper message that and where we gotta ask, why is it that our race doesn't like to think? Because that's what you're saying when you're saying I don't like, I'm not interested in the lyricists. Yeah, true indeed, there's a time and a place for everything. Like, I ain't gonna even lie. I can't listen to no damn Nas. It was written, or, Illmatic at a club. I'm not gonna turn on no damn Nas at a club. I'm not gonna do that. But I'm also not gonna be bumping some shit that Sexy Red said called, yo, what's up? My bad. The battery went dead, and then the phone just overheated. Anyway, we're good. You know what I'm saying? So let me get back to what I was saying. Yeah, man, I don't want to listen to Nas. I don't want to listen to nothing lyrical in the club. You know what I'm saying? But also, while I'm out, driving, to whatever destination I'm trying to get to, I'm not going to bump, the rapper Sexy Red. I don't know what the song is called, but in the song, the lyrics, the lyrics in the song goes like this. My pussy hole pink, my booty hole brown. Pound town. I'm not gonna listen to that. Yo, let's just be real. I know what I said in the very beginning of this video. That there's a seat at the table for everyone to eat. Your lyricist and your ABC 1, 2, 3 rhymer. You know what I'm saying? Child book, rhymer, whatever you want to call them. You know what I'm saying? Nursery rhymer, whatever you want to call them. At the end of the day, let's just be real. I'm not a backpacker. I'm not that type of person that you're going to see at every goddamn rap club, cypher, session, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that. I'm into lyrics. But I'm also into, house music. I'm also into reggae. I'm also into several different genres of music overall. I can at least say this, man. For hip hop, I really don't want to hear lyrics like that's coming from Sexy Red, or that's coming from artists such as Sexy Red, Suka Hooney, the one that was in Love and Hip Hop. It's like, if the music is not ignorant, we don't want to hear it. And it's just crazy to me, man. It's just crazy to me. I don't understand it. And it's like, it only happens to our music. It only happens to our music. That's real talk. Damn, Wasp. That's real talk, man. I don't ever hear any country artists battling one another, having problems with one another, shooting and killing one another. I don't hardly hear any country artists dying. Period. I mean, every now and then you might hear a pop artist, you know what I'm saying, commit suicide, you know, like Kurt Cobain or something like that. I think he killed himself, you know, but they don't get shot and killed. They don't get they don't get involved, or they're not involved in no country beef, you know, like for example, rap beef. It should just be bugging me out, man. And I know y'all gonna get at me in the comment section of this video, like, man, how could you say that you're embarrassed to be black or you don't want to be black anymore and blah 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 blah. It's because it comes along with, you know, negative stereotypes that I don't agree with. Like our culture, man, we shouldn't even call it the hip-hop culture anymore. We should just call it the ignorant culture or deaf culture, because that's exactly what it is. Yeah, true indeed. Everyone should be able to eat, have a seat at the table to be able to eat. But guess what? Real talk. This is real talk. Some people don't even deserve that. You should have the opportunity to do it. Everybody should be granted the opportunity to eat at the table. But some people don't deserve it. Like, it's bad enough that we're going through things as a minority, you know what I'm saying, in America. But then you come out and the music that we used to put out at one point in time was positive. Now it's all genocidal. And it's just crazy. Like, you can't even blame the white man for this anymore, because we are willing participants in our ignorance. Yo, I'm done. I'm about to end this video, and it's just real talk. Like, how is it that we push Nas, people, artists such as Nas, The Genius, KRS-One to the side, and we'll rather listen to, and they're older, don't get it twisted, but they're younger artists that definitely wants to pick up the torch, you know what I'm saying, and carry it like Nas and KRS-One did, and the Genius from Wu-Tang, you know, but y'all don't give them that opportunity. So we pushed all of those, the Nas's and the KRS-Ones to the side, and the younger potential Nas's and KRS-Ones to the side, so we can listen to Pound Town from Sexy Red. So we can listen to Sakahuni and all of these rest of these people that's ratchet, that all they talk about is sex, drugs, and violence. That's it. That was our choice. And it's crazy. And after this, I'm done. I promise you. We should definitely be embarrassed and ashamed that we chose to listen to, you know, your lil Durks, you know, and all of these people that's just, they ain't talking about shit, and that's non-lyrical. While we're listening to that, artists that we let go, we pushed to the side and said, that's old school. That's old. Nobody wants to nobody's lyrical anymore. We pushed them to the side. But you know whose attention they have? Real talk. White people. You see, this is the funny thing about black people. What black people create and have and no longer have a need for, or feel as though it is inadequate, or it's irrelevant, or it's old, or it's this or that. One thing that I know about white people, this is their thought process. One man's trash is what? Another man's treasure. So Nas, people such as Nas, The Genius, KRS-One, and others are teaching at Ivy League schools. You know what they're teaching? They're teaching young white adults hip-hop and how important lyricism is. And they're breaking down their lyrics. KRS-One, people such as KRS-One, rappers such as KRS-One, they're breaking down, you know, the elements to hip hop, and one of them being knowledge. You see what they're getting in comparison to what we are giving ourselves? So this is the reason why you have Caucasian people coming out with, let's just be real, better songs than black people these days. I mean, man, I ain't even lie. I'm definitely a fan of, you know, producers like The Alchemist. And your man, what is it, the Ranger or Dranger or whatever his name is, that does beats for Griselda Records. So this is crazy. But of course, black people just gonna sweep this shit under the rug. Like, man, it is what it is. Whatever. My name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, definitely share this video.